everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Rinima Bora Agarwal and I create content around fashion, beauty, travel and fitness. Today we are diving into something super important that often gets overlooked. Skin prep before makeup. Proper skin prep is the secret to achieving that flawless, seamless, non-cakey look that we all love. So let's get started. Please remember, skin prep is essential for making your makeup look very fresh and natural, and different skin type has different prep routines. So today I'm going to walk you through customized routines for dry, combination, oily, sensitive and acne prone skin. If you do not wish to go through the entire video, feel free to use these timestamps to look for your specific skin type. Plus, I will recommend you products that's available in our country. So shall we? First, let's talk about dry skin. If you have dry skin, it's crucial to hydrate and nourish your skin to prevent your makeup from looking flaky. Here is a detailed routine for you. Step number 1, use a gentle hydrating cleanser. Dry skin often lacks moisture and the natural oils. So a hydrating cleanser helps to clean without stripping away essential moisture from your face. So it leaves your skin feeling more soft and more supple. Product that I recommend, a great cleanser, is the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser for dry skin. It's known for its mild formulation that cleanses without irritation, so it's perfect for dry skin. It's also fragrance-free, making it suitable for sensitive dry skin as well. So it provides the much-needed hydration a dry skin demands. Step number 2, toners. For dry skin, opt for an alcohol-free hydrating toner. Now, what do toners do? They help restore the skin's pH balance and add an extra layer of hydration. Alcohol-free toners are best because they won't dry you out. And the product I recommend is the Klairs Supple Preparation Unscented Toner. Now, why am I recommending this for a dry skin? This toner is enriched with soothing ingredients and hydrating agents that will help your skin to calm down and boost the moisture levels without any sorts of irritation. So if you have dry and sensitive skin, it's a great toner for you as well. Number 3, a serum. For dry skin again, try and apply a hydrating serum, preferably with hyaluronic acid. Now, why hyaluronic acid? I'm sure you all know it's a powerhouse ingredient and it can hold up to 1,000 times its weight in water. Precisely why it gives you the deep hydration, making it so plump and smooth. I don't get out of my house without a hyaluronic acid. Product recommendation is the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift 1.5% hyaluronic acid serum. It contains a high concentration of hyaluronic acid, which effectively hydrates the skin. It reduces fine lines, provides a youthful glow. So it's a great product. Step 4 is a moisturizer. Now, for dry skin, always choose a rich, creamy moisturizer. Why? Because it provides long-lasting hydration. It kind of forms a barrier to lock in your moisture, and you wouldn't see the dryness on your skin even if it's 4 or 5 hours post your makeup. It keeps your skin looking healthy. The Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing moisturizer is a great product for dry skin. I have personally used it in the past. Now, why this product again? It's formulated again to deliver intense hydration that lasts up to 72 hours. I will say 48 hours, but all right. So this ensures that your skin remains soft and well moisturized. Last but not the least, as your skin prep, you definitely need a primer. Please be sure to use a hydrating primer to create a smooth base for dry skin. What do primer do, right? It kind of ensures that your makeup kind of goes on smoothly. It's a great product to kind of overlay products on top, and it stays put. It also fills in fine lines. It creates a dewy base for your foundation. One of the best products that I personally use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. And why I've been using this for the longest time? Reason again, it combines the benefits of a primer and moisturizer, quite honestly, offering deep hydration while prepping the skin for makeup application. Now, hydrated skin is key for a flawless finish. Please remember this. All right, now we discuss oily skin. For oily skin, the goal is to control your shine and keep your makeup in place all day. Here is how you can achieve that. Step number 1 is a cleanser. For oily skin, always try and use a foaming or gel cleanser to remove excess oil from your faces, because oily skin tends to produce excess sebum, which can clog your pores. It can lead to breakouts. So a foaming or a gel cleanser, it effectively removes oil without being too harsh. So you want to be careful about that. One of my most favorite products for this, although I do not have oily skin personally, the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Wash is a fantastic cleanser for oily skin. It contains contains salicylic acid, which helps to cleanse deep into your pores. It controls oil. It prevents breakouts, making it perfect for oily skin, basically. Step number 2 is a toner. Now, for oily skin, again, use a toner with salicylic acid to control your oil. How does salicylic acid help? It helps to exfoliate your skin. It clears out pores. It controls oil production and prevents acne, making it perfect for any oily skin. Now, the product I personally recommend, and I've been personally using it as well, is your Plum Green Tea Alcohol-Free Toner. Now, why this product? This toner is infused with green tea extracts and glycolic acid that helps to control excess oil. It also fights acne and soothes the skin. So it makes it perfect for your oily skin. I do not have oily skin, but I still love this product so very much. I use it for my nights. Now for serums, which is your step number 3, try and apply a lightweight oil control serum. Why? A lightweight serum with ingredients like niacinamide helps to regulate your sebum production, and it reduces the appearance of pores, without adding any kind of extra oil. Again, one of these products that I recommend personally is the Ordinary Niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. I have used this personally as well. Like I said, I do not have oily skin, but I love this product so very much. This serum is known for its ability to control sebum and minimizing pores, right? So it's an ideal choice for oily skin. Step number 4 is a moisturizer. Try and use a lightweight, oil-free moisturizer, because I feel even oily skin needs hydration, right? An oil-free moisturizer hydrates without clogging your pores or making your skin look greasy, and that's the last thing you want your skin to look like if you have an oily skin. I have done a personal review for this product. This is your go-to, my dear girlies. The Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel is an amazing product for oily skin moisturizers. It's lightweight. It's a gel-based moisturizer that again provides intense hydration. I have it on at the moment, and it does not leave a greasy residue because it's a water gel, so you don't have to worry about that. Step number 5 is a primer. For oily skin, make sure you're always using a mattifying primer because it again helps control the shine. It keeps your makeup looking fresh all day. It also creates like a very smooth matte surface for the foundation application. Now, in terms of product recommendations, I think the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer is suitable. It's kind of designed to minimize the appearance of pores. It controls oil, and it kind of gives you a matte finish that lasts long. So now that we have oily skin covered, so let's talk combination skin. That is what I have. I have a combination of dry and normal skin type. Now, it can be tricky, right? Combination skin, because it's oily in some areas, dry in others. Like my T-zone is oily and my rest of the face is dry. So how do you balance it out? This is how I do it. Step number 1, use a gentle foaming cleanser. Now, why again? Because this can effectively clean out areas without over drying the dry areas, maintaining a balance. I prefer the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cleanser. I have run out of it, so I do not have the product with me as of now, but it is a fantastic product for combination skin. It is formulated to cleanse thoroughly without stripping the skin of its natural oils, making it perfect for combination skin. Step number 2 is a toner. Apply a balancing toner. It helps to address both oiliness and dryness, keeping your skin hydrated and less oily. In terms of product recommendation, the Pixi Glow Tonic, I kind of have the miniature version of it. It's a great product as well. This one, it contains glycolic acid that gently exfoliates while balancing the skin. It kind of leaves you providing a fresh and glowing complexion. I don't really care about that, but whatever your complexion is, it's not going to change it. I'm going to tell you that. Okay, so for your step number 3, you're going to look for serums that addresses both dryness and oiliness, since we are talking about combination skin. Serums with ingredients like green tea, it can soothe dry areas while controlling oil production in oily areas. Product recommendation, the Innisfree Green Tea Seed Serum. This serum is rich in antioxidants, number 1, and amino acids, number 2, offering hydration and oil control simultaneously. So it's fantastic for combination skin. For your moisturizer, please use a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer, because a non-comedogenic moisturizer ensures hydration without clogging your pores. It's suitable both for your dry and your oily areas. Clinique has a fantastic product. The Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel is fantastic for this. It provides the perfect balance of hydration for combination skin, ensuring no greasy residue or clogged pores. So Clinique it is. The last step in your skin prep is your primer. So for combination skin, apply a primer that works for both dry and oily areas again. You need a versatile primer that kind of helps to soothe out dry areas. These are my dry areas while controlling shine in the oily T-zone. This is my oily area. So in terms of recommendation, the Smashbox Photo Finish and Shine Control Primer is amazing for it. It's kind of formulated to control both oil and shine. It creates an even base for your foundation application on combination skin. So the go-to primer is this one. Let's move on to normal skin. Now, normal skin is relatively easy to manage, right? The focus is on maintaining and balancing and keeping your hydrated skin hydrated. So simple steps. Step number one is again a cleanser. Use a gentle cleanser because it again effectively removes dirt and makeup without disrupting with the skin's natural balance. The Face Shop Rice Water Bright Cleansing Foam is amazing for normal skin. It contains rice water, which brightens and hydrates the skin while gently cleansing it. So that's a great cleanser. I do not have a normal skin, so I really haven't used this cleanser, but I have heard great reviews from friends. So in terms of your toner, which is your step number 2, use a hydrating toner because it will help you to maintain the skin's natural moisture balance. It's also going to help you prep the skin for better absorption of serums and moisturizers that's going to come after. The Thayer's Witch Hazel Toner, oh God, it's like a tongue twister, is a great product for this. It's alcohol-free. It's enriched with aloe vera. It provides you gentle hydration. It soothes the skin, all of it. We are now talking serums for normal skin. Again, let's go for a general hydrating serum. It ensures your skin stays plump and well moisturized throughout the day. It also enhances the overall health of your skin. One of the great products in this segment, I think, is the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift 1.5% hyaluronic acid serum. It's a very popular product, and rightfully so. It kind of deeply hydrates the skin. It gives you a youthful and radiant appearance. Yeah, and it's hugely popular. It's a very commercial product, and it kind of has made its word of mouth, and I personally recommend that as well. For moisturizers, normal skin, use a balanced moisturizer. It will help you to maintain the skin's natural hydration. It also provides, again, a smooth canvas for makeup, all the products that's going to come after. Again, Clinique does a great job in this. The Clinique Moisture Surge 72-hour auto replenishing hydrator is a great product for this. It provides, again, continuous hydration, making it an ideal choice for normal skin, right? To keep it plump and healthy. For your primers for normal skin, again, we are going in with a hydrating primer because all primers do the same thing. They provide a smooth base for makeup, and it ensures it lasts long and looks more natural. You can feel free to avoid your primers if you do not have a long day ahead of you. But if you are going on like 14, 15 hours, I will hugely recommend a primer. The MAC Prep Plus Prime Natural Radiance Primer is fantastic for natural skin. It kind of enhances the skin's radiance while hydrating and prepping it for flawless makeup application. So that's a great product in that segment. Now we are kind of going to talk about acne-prone skin. Right? Oh, I know the troubles that comes with acne-prone skin. Precisely why I added that skin category in this review, in this tutorial, or whatever you call it. Now, acne-prone skin needs special care. To prevent any kind of breakouts, you have to keep your skin calm, clear, and here is how you can prep your acne-prone skin for makeup. Step number 1 is use a gentle acne-fighting cleanser because acne-prone skin needs to be kept cleansed to prevent any kind of clogged pores or breakouts. So a gentle cleanser with acne-fighting ingredients will help to keep that skin clear. There is a fantastic one, but you guys are gonna come after me. I don't know if it's in India yet. The La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Gel is a fantastic product. I've recommended this product multiple times on my Instagram as well. That contains zinc pedalate, which basically helps to purify the skin and reduce any kind of excess oil without over drying. It's a very popular product for acne-prone skin. Even if it's not available in the country, I would recommend internationally shipping it. It's totally worth the money. For your toners, use a clarifying toner with salicylic acid. A clarifying toner will again help to exfoliate the skin. It clears out pores. It prevents acne breakouts. Again, the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant is a great product for acne-prone skin. Reason being, it contains salicylic acid, which is our primary need. It also penetrates deep into pores to remove any kind of dead skin cells and reduces acne. I mean, I wouldn't say that it takes acne away completely, but over time you will see great results. For step number 3 in your skincare prep, it's a serum. Now for acne-prone skin, again, always apply an anti-acne serum with niacinamide. And how does niacinamide help is that it regulates sebum production. It reduces inflammation. It improves the skin's barrier function. Again, the ordinary niacinamide, we showed the product. It's a great product. The ordinary niacinamide 10% plus 1 zinc percent. It's a great product. It again helps to reduce the appearance of blemishes and congestion, making it ideal for any acne-prone skin. So yeah. Now for your moisturizer, try using a lightweight, non-comedogenic moisturizer because acne-prone skin needs hydration, right? A non-comedogenic moisturizer, it hydrates, but it won't clog your pores or it won't cause breakouts. So you have to balance that. Again, Again, great product in this segment is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I have gifted this to a friend who has acne-prone skin and she couldn't be more thankful. So try it. It's really good and I feel like it's well within budget. It's 1,100 something. I did a special review for just it. It's very lightweight, it's oil-free, it provides hydration without clogging your pores, it doesn't cause breakouts, so it's just perfect for your acne-prone skin. The last step is a primer. Always use a mattifying primer because it will help you control your shine. It'll give you a smooth base for your makeup application, which is so crucial for acne-prone skin, like to keep makeup looking fresh and not cakey. Because most acne-prone skin, I feel like our makeup just after 2-3 hours later just gets so cakey, especially in spring and summer. We have recommended this product in the past. The Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer is great for it. It will help you minimize your pores. It will control your oils. It will ensure that it's a matte finish that kind of lasts. So it also makes it perfect for like all weather types. Last but not the least, finally, let's go over skin prep for sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin as well, but I think I've worked on it and it's gotten better. But again, like acne-prone skin, it does require extra care to avoid irritation. So here is how you prep it for makeup. Step number 1 is a cleanser. This is constant for each skin type. Use a gentle fragrance-free cleanser because sensitive skin can easily react to harsh chemicals and fragrances. Like a gentle fragrance-free cleanser, it'll clean without causing the skin any kind of irritation, which means this is not a great product for it because it has dye, it has fragrance and whatnot. Again, La Roche-Posay Toleriane Hydrating Gentle Cleanser is amazing for sensitive skin. It is formulated with minimal ingredients to reduce any risk of irritation, and it's gentle enough for sensitive skin types. For your toners, use a calming but most importantly an alcohol-free toner. Why? Because again, the toner is going to soothe your skin. It reduces redness if you struggle with it or irritation, making it ready for your further steps. The Avène Thermal Spring Water is a great product for this. It is known for its soothing and anti-irritating properties, making it perfect for calming your sensitive skin. For our serums, let's try and go for a soothing serum with ingredients like azelaic acid, which kind of helps to calm the skin. It also reduces sensitivity. Again, The Ordinary has a great one on this one. The Ordinary Azelaic Acid Suspension 10% is a great product. It will not only help you reduce redness, it also kind of helps you improve your skin texture. So it makes it suitable for, not just suitable, I think it makes it perfect for sensitive skin. Moisturizer. Use a gentle hypoallergenic moisturizer, again, because a hypoallergenic moisturizer will hydrate the skin, but it won't, again, cause any irritation or allergic reactions. The Cetaphil Daily Hydrating Lotion is actually designed for sensitive skin, providing that lightweight hydration without any kind of irritation that's caused to you, so it's a great product. For our primers, use a gentle primer suitable for sensitive skin because, again, this primer is going to ensure your makeup goes on smoothly without causing irritation. Product recommendation-wise, the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Protective Primer is amazing. It is kind of formulated with natural ingredients that will protect the skin and provide a smooth base for makeup. So, now that we covered all skin types, I'm sure you would agree that proper skin prep makes a world of difference in how your makeup looks and lasts, right? And I hope you found these tips and product recommendations helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beauty tips and tutorials. But before I go away, please be sure to do your swatch test to make sure you are not irritated in your skin. Consult a dermatologist or a professional to ensure these products suit your exact skin type, because I am not a dermatologist. These are all based on personal usage and reviews gathered from friends and ladies around me. On that note, please make sure you have that gorgeous skin on, and I will come back with more skin wisdom very, very soon. Bye, guys.